こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、ブライトンの三笘薫に関する動画です。ヨーロッパサッカーもシーズン終盤も佳境に来ており、すでに移籍の噂も多く出てき始めました。今回はリバプールが三笘薫へ強い関心を示しているという報道があり、それに対してリバプールファンであるアンフィールドアジェンダのクレイグがリアクションしています。サウジアラビアからの巨額のオファーを断ったことからも、現在でも移籍金が高いことは明らかであり、三笘の年齢も考えると、ありえないと一蹴しています。リバプールファンでなくても、この話は現実的でないことは誰もが感じるところだと思いますが、実際にどのように話しているのか、チェックしてみましょ
う。What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late night Anfield Agenda news roundup. We're going to cover some subjects we did manage to get through in tonight's late night agenda, but still, pretty big talking points anyway. We're going to be asking about Real Madrid's interest in Alexis McAllister. We're going to be speaking about why Liverpool aren't going to pursue Bino Gittins from Borussia Dortmund. We're also going to be giving you some shock links to Liverpool and MITOMA. Yeah, you heard me right. I did say MITOMA. Don't know how credible these links are, but we're going to talk about them anyway. And finally tonight, we're going to finish up then with a story around Ronald ARAUJO and why he may be departing Barcelona and has been linked with Liverpool. That and lots more to come over the next few minutes, but as always, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course, would love you to hit that subscribe button. A reminder as well, our live show is selling really well for the 2 dates. If you'd like to come and see us at the Hot Water Comedy Club Blackstock Market in Liverpool, we will be there on the last day of the season, May 25th, and May 28th. You can get your tickets to both events with the link in the description or by scanning the QR code, and I cannot wait to come over and celebrate the league title with everybody. Right, let's start off with a conversation quickly around Martin Zubamendi. So, Real Madrid, apparently, according to Madrid Zone and Jay Felix Diaz, say that they are no longer interested in Martin Zubamendi, but there is a twist in this. Apparently now they want Alexis McAllister. I think I can speak for every Liverpool fan around the world when I say, not happening, no chance, no way, no how, no amount of money, don't waste your time, forget about it. And just in case you were wondering, my valuation would be £150 million upwards. If Moise Caicedo's a £100 million player, if Declan Rice is a £100 million player, if Enzo Fernandez is a £100 million player, then Alexis McAllister to me is a £150 million player. And I also don't think Liverpool fans need to be overly concerned by this one, because I don't think Alexis is going to angle for a move. I'm not saying he may never move to Madrid or Spain, he's talked about that in the past, but I don't think it'll be in the near future, so don't think we need to concern ourselves with that one this summer. So let's talk about Borussia Dortmund's Jamie Gittins for a minute. Sky Germany have said that the price tag is too much for Liverpool and any sort of potential deal is expected to be off, as the Reds have no interest in entertaining, well, the level of price being mentioned there. And I kind of did intimate this a few days ago when I said Liverpool would have looked at this and just seen no value there. Too much money being asked for a player that hasn't proven enough yet. So for me, sensible work. I want to move on to MITOMA because I can't believe I'm even reading this out, but there is a report from Team Talk that speaks about Liverpool and MITOMA, and I'm going to read it out to you. They say, Brighton star attracting strong interest. Liverpool are monitoring Kaoru Mitoma ahead of a potential summer swoop as Team Talk report growing interest in the Brighton winger. The Japan international has registered 8 goals and 3 assists this season, is expected to be at the centre of a transfer tug-of-war in the coming months. I don't believe this for 1 second, not one fibre of me, because his age, first and foremost, I think he's 27 heading for 28, way too old for the price tag that's going to be asked. We've already seen Brighton turn down very high offers from Saudi for him in the last window, and if we are to look at a forward from Brighton, most likely that will be João Pedro, albeit his price tag also seems to be one that is set at a ridiculously high amount. So no doubts on the quality of Mitoma, certainly a very good footballer, but I just cannot see a world where Liverpool look at him, the age profile of him, with Mohamed Salah signed on to stay as well, albeit I know he can operate on the other side. I just don't see this as being anything other than nonsense. But João Pedro, He scored very highly according to reports on Liverpool's data-led recruitment. Himself and Hugo Ekitike are the two that seemingly are, statistically at least, or analytically, a good fit for the way Liverpool want to play. I think Hugo Ekitike is probably far more likely. Let me know what you guys think. Brighton apparently asking for about 100 million for João Pedro, which just feels like insanity to me for a very good player, but nowhere near 100 million. Not for me anyway. So we've spoken a lot about Costas and the prospect of him leaving Liverpool this summer, and it is looking more and more likely that we will be bringing in another left back, and most likely it'll be Costas that moves on. Robbo, I believe, has 1 year left on his Liverpool contract at the end of this season, and for me it makes sense to keep him around as the senior pro to help bring through and, I guess, develop Kirkes or whomever it is that comes in at left back. This piece here, though, said that at least 3 Premier League clubs are interested in signing Costas from Liverpool. Now, I think if my memory is right, we paid 12, 13 million pounds, something like that, for him when we signed him from Olympiacos. So what would he be worth? And I wonder who these Premier League clubs are. I know you guys are certainly very good at looking into squad depth and letting me know who he might suit. So do feel free to jump into the comments and let me know where you think Costas could work. What clubs in the Premier League do you think he'd be a good fit for? And also, be really interested to know what type of price tag you think Costas would be valued at in today's market. For me, certainly be looking for offers over 20, 25 million pounds, something along those lines. But feel free to let me know your valuation in the comment section and also where you think you may end up. While we're speaking about players who look like they're going to move on this summer, a little bit again to repeat what we mentioned earlier on about Caoimhín Kelleher. We know that there's interest in him from Chelsea and some other clubs, but West Ham are seemingly the latest club to show interest in signing Caoimhín Kelleher. One of the West Ham fan pages reported that they're looking upwards of £20 million and he is the #1 target in the goalkeeping department. Thoughts on that as well? Very much welcome. Personally, I'd like a little bit more. Not a whole lot more, but 25 million upwards I think is realistic for Caoimhín with 1 year to go in his deal. But let me know what you guys think. Now lastly, Barcelona need to bring in money. We know that. That's no secret to anybody in the footballing world. This piece here, though, said that Barcelona hope that they can earn around €80 million through the sales of Ronald Araujo and Andreas Christensen this summer. They want to use the money to buy a left-sided forward. Now, we know that Araujo has a release clause. If my memory's right, it's somewhere in and around €60 million, but feel free to correct me on that if I'm wrong. I just don't see the links to Liverpool making much sense for me and Araujo. Maybe you disagree with this one, but again, I'm going to keep coming back and saying we don't usually go and buy players from Barcelona or Real Madrid for serious sums of money. Andreas Christensen, again, they brought him in from Chelsea, if my memory's right, on a free and looking to move him on and probably make a few quid on him. But of that 80 million they're looking to recoup from sales, I think the majority of that money will come from the potential sale of Ronald Araujo. So let me know your thoughts on him. Do you think he could do it at Liverpool? Do you think there will be some value to a potential deal? And also, why are Barcelona seemingly so willing to move him on to bring in a left-sided forward? They seem quite stacked with forwards at Barca, in my opinion. But again, your thoughts very much welcome. So tomorrow we will be back as always, same time, same place. We'll have a news video coming out about 4:30, and then I'll be live tomorrow for the late night agenda at 8:45. Appreciate your support as always, my friends. Looking forward to reading your thoughts in the comment section. And again, if you want to come and see us in Liverpool May 25th or May 28th, you can get your tickets with a link in the description. Until tomorrow, have a lovely evening. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.
次は解説です。今回は移籍の噂話について簡単に話しているような動画でしたので、難しいボキャブラリーもありませんでした。解説パートも簡単なものですが、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
う。Because I don't think Alexis is going to angle for a move.
アングルフォは、誰かが何かを遠回しに狙っている時に使われるイディオムです。欲しいとは直接言わずに、行動や態度でそれを得ようとする感じです。例えば、昇進が欲しい人が上司に親切にしたり、成果を強調したりするような時に使われます。直訳ではピンとこないので、意図を持って探る。仕掛けるという意味で覚えるのがポイントです。口語でもよく使われ、ネイティブらしいニュアンス表現なので、自然な英語を話したい人にはぜひ身につけてほしい表現です。
Because I don't think Alexis is going to angle for a move because I don't think Alexis is going to angle for a move. And I kind of did intimate this a few days ago.
インティメートは形容詞として親密な、個人的なという意味を持ち、友情や恋愛、私的な情報などに関する場面でよく使われます。アンインティメートリレーションシップというと、恋人同士や夫婦のような深い関係を表します。動詞として使う場合は、ほのめかす、それとなく知らせるという意味になり、フォーマルな書き言葉やビジネス英語で見かけます。発音にも注意が必要で、形容詞と動詞でイントネーションが異なるので、文脈で使い分けられると、表現力が一段とアップします。
There, and I kind of did intimate this a few days ago. And I kind of did intimate this a few days ago. Ahead of a potential summer swoop, as Team Talk report.
スープは、もともと鳥が獲物に向かって急降下する動作を指す単語です。そこから発展して、警察が容疑者を吸収する。サッカークラブが選手を電撃的に獲得する。など、急で素早い行動を意味する比喩的な表現としても使われます。突然の、電撃的なというニュアンスがキーワードで、スポーツニュースや警察の報道などでよく見かける言葉です。動詞、名詞両方で使えるため、実際の文章での使い方を覚えておくと語彙力がぐんとアップします。
Ahead of a potential summer swoop, as Team Talk report. Ahead of a potential summer swoop, as Team Talk report is expected to be at the center of a transfer tug of war.
タグオブをは直訳すると綱引きですが、比喩的に使うときは対立や奪い合いという意味になります。特にビジネスや政治、スポーツの文脈でよく使われ、例えば選手の移籍をめぐる綱引きや予算をめぐる攻防といった形で登場します。引っ張り合いというイメージがそのまま争いに転用されているので、イディオム的な感覚で覚えると便利です。会話でも文章でも品質する表現なので、使いこなせるようにしておきましょ
う。is expected to be at the center of a transfer tug of war. Is expected to be at the center of a transfer tug of war. I don't believe this for 1 second, not one fiber of me.
ファイバーオブという表現は、自分の感情や信念を強く、ドラマチックに伝えたいときに使います。否定文で使えば、体のどこを探してもなんなんしないというようなニュアンスで、強い否定を意味します。また、エブリファイバーオブという表現では、誰かの全存在のすべてという意味合いで、感情の深さや真剣さを表現するのにぴったりです。恋愛や感動、あるいは怒りや信念など、感情を強調したいときに映画やドラマでよく出てくる表現です。文語的でやや詩的なので、英語のニュアンスをしっかり感じ取りたい中級者以上の方におすすめです。
I don't believe this for 1 second, not one fiber of me. I don't believe this for 1 second, not one fiber of me. Albeit I know we can operate on the other side.
アルビエトはフォーマルな文語表現で、なんなんとはいえ、なんなんではあるがと訳される言葉です。オールズオーと似ていますが、文全体ではなく、形容詞や副詞句にかかる点がポイントです。この動画でもそうですが、口語やカジュアルな文脈では、アルビエートの後に主語と動詞が来ることもあり、厳密には文法的にやや逸脱しているものの、会話やエッセイでは許容される用法とされています。文章にちょっとした上品さや知的な印象を与えるため、スピーチや論文、ニュース記事などでよく使われ、イギリス英語では日常会話でも好まれている印象があります。
Well, albeit I know we can operate on the other side. Albeit I know we can operate on the other side. But of that 80 million they're looking to recoup from sales.
リクープは、ビジネス英語で非常に使われる単語で、失ったお金を取り戻す。損失を回収するという意味を持ちます。特に投資や費用、損害保証などに関する文脈でよく登場し、例えば、費用を回収するという意味で、プロジェクトやビジネス提案などでも頻繁に使われます。リカバーやゲットバックと似た意味ですが、リクープはよりフォーマルかつ計算的なニュアンスがあります。経済や会計、保険などの専門的な分野でも多用されるので、覚えておくと非常に便利です。
But of that 80 million they're looking to recoup from sales. But of that 80 million they're looking to recoup from sales.
いかがでしたか？日本のファンは、三笘薫がリバプールに移籍するのは激アツすぎる、というような2チャンネルらしい意見も多いようですが、ルイス・ディアスが移籍したとしても、もっと若く、もっと安く獲得できるウィンガーはいくらでもいるでしょうから。27歳の今の三笘に、5000万ポンド以上を払うことは、現実的ではないでしょう。なぜこのような噂が立つのか不思議なくらいで、興味があること自体は事実であっても驚きではありませんが、 三笘が少なくとも10ゴール以上、移籍金が3000万や4000万ポンド程度であれば、現実味が出てくるような気がします。皆さんもこういう噂話にはうんざりしているかもしれませんが、万が一進展があるかもしれないと期待も感じるのではないでしょうか。個人的には、三笘薫の移籍先としてはリバプールが一番嬉しい気がしますが、同時に一番なさそうだと思っていますので、少しだけの期待をしながら、移籍市場も楽しみにしたいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。